Hey friends, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing? As you hop on, say hi so I know you're here. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm gonna tag us and share us. Hey Maureen, you're the first one in. Can you hear me and see me okay? Hey Ramona, how are you? Why is it not letting me to tag? Facebook. Oh! It's not letting me. When you tag at followers, people who follow your page will get a notification that you're live. And it's not letting me do it today. I'm typing it in and it's just not populating. Crazy. Hey Eliza, how are you? Well, I'll share us. And we're gonna get going because it's 11 o'clock. You are coming here this morning from the very sweet Debbie, from Debbie's Bright Ideas. This is her group. Hey Lulu, hey Lori, how's everyone doing this morning? Eliza, I have something to show you. Well, I have something to show everyone, but okay, shared. I can't, for some reason, it's not letting me tag my followers, so there's that. Eliza, are you still here? Look what I started working on Monday. I saw that you were coveting Jill's polar bear. You guys, it's so big. I mean, you guys know I do many things. This is so big. So I got his body done, and I got his 4 legs done, his little sweater, and I changed mine up. I did my tail different than Jill did hers. Look! Are you gonna attempt it, Eliza? Are you gonna attempt to make one? Because I saw someone else got the chance to adopt Jill's. So I still have to do his little head. It was like 10 o'clock at night, Monday night, and I was starting to get tired, and I didn't want to start tackling the head because there's lots of steps. But that's where I am so far with mine. And I was thinking of you the whole time I was making him. He's cute though. He's cute. And it's almost good to give it a chance to dry a little bit because it's so big and there's so many parts and stuff. But I did the texturing on the sweater. I did the texturing on the bear. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Brenda. How's everyone? All right, I'm going to move him off to the side so I don't mess him up, y'all. Oh, my gosh. That is certainly a masterpiece. And then the person who got... Eliza, good for you. Good for you. So I guess you're not going to make one. Good for you. I know that you wanted that so bad. And then when Jill spun the wheel and the other gal was the name that the wheel picked to for adoption, I'm like, oh, Eliza's gonna be really upset. That's so great. Do you have a place in your house? Do you know where you're gonna put them? And the neat thing about that polar bear with the pink, you can leave it out all winter. You don't have to put it away with your Christmas stuff. I'm doing good, Heidi. I hope you are too. Hey, Mary. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Hey. All right. Quick little housekeeping. If you guys would be so kind to check the following of my page because Facebook is doing Facebook stuff the past couple of weeks, and it's automatically having you unfollow pages that you've followed for a long time. Don't ask me why. So if you would be so kind when you have time to check the little follow button at the top of my business page. Thank you. One of my friends made it for me a couple of years ago. She does the sublimation and the heat press on shirt. Well, she does a lot of stuff, but she made this for me. And I love it because she knows I love pink and I like gnomes and it's a little girl gnome and I love black and white. So if you would be so kind to check and make sure you're still following my page, because Facebook's doing what, I swear, all the things they're doing, it makes me think they're on purpose driving people away. Anywho, all right, the snowman I'm putting together today, and I want to put a disclaimer on this before I get started. It's part of a kit that I bought. I'm in the Mama's House private group, and I got the December kit. It's that polar bear is one of the projects, but that's a big project with a lot of techniques that Jill shares. So I'm not going to be doing that live because it's part of a paid private group, and that's just wouldn't be professional. But today when Debbie said, let's do snowmen, I'm like, well, I've got that snowman in my kit. So I pulled everything out, and I'm like, okay, well, Jill kind of showed her technique for making the hat. So I'm not going to do those parts of the kit on camera. I pre-did some stuff. But as far as putting the snowman together, hi, Debbie. As far as putting the snowman together, there's nothing proprietary, you know, just from Jill's paid group. That, like, I'm not sharing anything that you would pay to be in the group to learn. So there's a 4-inch ball. I covered it with white foam clay. 3-inch ball. I covered it with white foam clay. I took my heat tool and shaved a little off the top. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to share anything that we learned in the private group. So putting together a snowman, I mean, people make snowmen on lives every day. So I hope you guys understand. Yes, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. Hi, Jill. Did you just hear my whole spiel? First off, wait. Teacher's on. Jill, look where I am so far. Look at him. I did him Monday. So he's dry enough that I can handle him without any of the bit. Look, I did the sweater like you showed. I did all the texture. Oh, Brenda, okay, I explained it, okay? I have to do his head, but it was getting late. It was 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I don't want to start the head because I'll be going until midnight. So I will be continuing to work on him. And Jill, I did just share, I'm putting together the snowman from your December kit, but I'm not going to be sharing any of your proprietary things that, like, for example, I pre-made the hat, and I'm not going to show your technique for making the hat on camera. So I'm just going to put my snowman together, and I'm even changing it up. I'm not doing mine exactly like you did yours, but a snowman is pretty basic, and I'm going to spin mine. So 4-inch ball, shave a little off the top and off the bottom so he can sit nice and won't be rolling all over. Covered it with clay, 3-inch ball, and then another 3-inch ball. And you could see I took my foam cutter and shaved a little off the top and the bottom. All right. I hope that all makes sense. It's early. You guys know I'm not a morning person. So, okay, yeah, well, I just wanted to put that out there as a professional courtesy because I am in your paid private group, and I would never share any technique that we learned in your group, if that makes sense. So, y'all, and Jill, I recently just joined her group in November when she had open spots, and I'm having so much fun in it. She makes the cutest little characters, and I'm not very strong on making characters, so that's why I joined the group, so maybe I can learn from Jill. And yeah, so the polar bear is my first big project. Stay tuned, Jill. I'll share a picture when I finish them. All right, so I didn't cover the third ball. We're going to do it together in case there's anyone on here that has never seen how a styrofoam ball gets covered. It's very basic, but if you haven't done it before, it could be a little tricky. So I'm just conditioning some white clay. Oh, Jill, sorry guys, all of this is popping in my head. My replacement eye arrived yesterday. So this is another one from the December kit, but my kit was missing an eye. So I have the eye. Let's go ahead and finish him. I'm like a squirrel this morning, Debbie. All right, I'm gonna put a little hot glue just on this little doll eye, and I've already used my pokey tool to make a hole in, and I'm just gonna push it down and let that hot glue stick. This is so stinking cute. The December kit, I bought the kit because I loved it up. Look, he's so cute. Look, his little feet and his beak are clay, and then the rest is actually felt. The wings have wire in them so you can pose them. Look at his little hair. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I love him. He's back here. He's my little craft room mascot. So anyway, that was so cool too that Eliza ended up getting that polar bear, because I know she wanted it really bad, really bad. All right, so we're going to pancake our foam clay down. We're going to roll it out and extend it. Now, when you're covering a ball, you want to keep your foam clay a little bit on the thicker side, but not too thick. If you have it too thick, it's going to make it really hard for you to cover the ball. And if you roll it out too thin, it will tear. Chili, he got his eye back, right? He had a craft room incident. He was missing his eye for a week. Now he can join his friends. I made the little snowman too. I posted pictures in Jill's group. I can't grab him right quick though, because he's in my family room. I have a large red truck with a tree in it, and the tree is lit up, and I have that over in my family room, and I put the little snowman in there. It looks super cute. All right, so you've got your piece of clay. These are smooth styrofoam balls. So when you have smooth styrofoam, it is very helpful if you add some tacky glue or Elmer's glue. He got his eye back. Yeah. His friends were making fun of him. His craft room friends were making fun of him. Like, dude, what happened to you? You lost an eye. And I appreciate the extras in case. So if you have a smooth styrofoam, guys, you're gonna want to add some tacky glue. And it'll give it something to bite onto, the clay, when you wrap it around. If you're using the textured styrofoam, you don't necessarily have to add the glue. You can if you want, but the texture is enough to make it grab and stick. Yeah, that was amazing that Eliza's name didn't get spun on the wheel. There's so many people that want Jill's things, so the fair way how she does it is people have to people have to respond if they're interested in adopting. And I think there was 10 or 12 people, so she put them on the wheel and she spun to make it fair. And Eliza wanted that bear really bad. And the wheel did not pick her name. It picked someone else's name, but it sounds like Bailey. My husband is still out of town, guys. He's coming home tonight, so she's still on high alert. I told you. I mean, she barks all day, but when he's gone, she's really, I feel like she goes into protect mode, and she feels that she has to protect mommy. I don't know. Yeah, so that was really cool. I'm happy for Eliza. It was a little Christmas miracle, right, Eliza? That you got it. A little Christmas miracle. So how's everyone doing? All right, let's talk about Christmas. Who is all 100% decorated? Whose homes are 100% decorated? And in that, with that same little information, you guys have seen, haven't you, that I'm doing a holiday home tour live on this Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do a quick little holiday home tour. All right, I'm putting it glue side down onto my foam clay. Game night, so fun, right, Eliza? Yeah, I had suggested bingo because you remember I was playing bingo for a few months in on my business page here, and everyone really loved it. So when Jill was asking for suggestions, I suggested bingo because although I loved hosting it, I really loved to play. I would really love to play. I brought that little penguin over with the, and Jill mentioned this. You're not done, Maureen? Brenda, you're done? Decorating and presents. Yep, I think I'm done with presents. I have everything staged upstairs in my guest room. So like, it looks like a store like exploded up there. I just have everything, all the piles for all my grandchildren, all my kids, everything. The only present I've put in the mail so far is to my mother-in-law because she lives out of state from us, and I wanted to, with shipping being so crazy this time of year, I wanted to make sure it got to her. It was that part of it was that gingerbread train. Hey Dee, how are you? You guys saw that I made that gingerbread train on here. I sent it to her and she got it, and we told her, open it right away, Mom, so you could start enjoying it. And she did love it. Okay, guys, so you're just very carefully going to pat your clay down. Don't pull on it because you could end up stretching it and tearing it. Maureen, you're going to have to get gift cards. You're going to have to, if you haven't started your shopping yet, holy cow, girl. What is today? December, I don't even know. We're doing Christmas Eve with our kids and our grandkids here next Saturday, the 20th. So, like I said, I have everything bought. I might have to get one or two more things for one or two more of my grandchildren, but everything is pretty much bought. I have a budget, and I start off with a little sheet of paper with everyone's name on it and my budget, and as I buy things, I add that to my list so I can keep track of, one, what I bought, because sometimes I buy things and then I forget, and two, how much I've spent. All right, so then picked it up, cut the excess off, and now I'm going to just bring this up and finger press the seam together. Sometimes you're gonna care what this looks like and you're gonna wanna get it all smooth under here. For today's project, I'm not, because it's just the third little snowball that's going on top of a stack of snowballs for the snowman. So you're never gonna see what this little situation looks like. So I'm just carefully, because I don't wanna stretch the clay on the sides because my sides came out nice. But that's basically how you cover a styrofoam ball, guys. Easy peasy. All right, it's all covered on the bottom. It's wrinkly and whatever. I don't care about that because you're never gonna see it. Okay? So that's that with that. Yeah, that's all I have to do. Right, 15 days. Woo! Goodness. I mean, it's going by so quick. I hate that it's going by so quick, you guys, because I love Christmas and I love this time of year, and I don't want to wish away one precious second, but I feel like the older I get, guys, the quicker time goes, the quicker it goes. All right, we're going to start assembling our snowman. I'm just going to put this little snowball. I'm done with clay. Get the silicone mat out of the way. I'm going to put this little snowball off to the side for just right now. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, that's my, there's a few things back there that are for sale, but for all intents and purposes, the big things are like my personal, like that big gingy I made at Fake Baker's Gone Wild. That other gingy off to the side over there, I made for Pink Frosting Divas. The Nutcracker centerpiece thing I made for Pink Frosting Divas. Some of the stuff back here is available, and I'll be doing my live sale today at 2 p.m. Eastern, and everything that I have handmade that's available, I'll be sharing on my live sale. Nutcracker, Mrs. Claus. Hi, Tisha. How are you? All right, guys. All right. So let's bring our 4-inch back, our 3-inch that we previously covered, and my pokey tool. Thank you for the prayers, Tisha. Appreciate it. All right. I'm looking to see if there's a side that I want to be my front. Like if I have any small imperfections, I want to put that to the back. So we're going to make this the front. And I'm just going to make a little pilot hole. We'll bring our skewer over. We're going to start building our snowman. Look, you guys. You see, whenever I go live, she puts herself in her crate. She's in there playing with her little blanket. I did, Brenda. I did. Facebook, I'm sure, has removed it was a 4-week tutorial. I made it over the course of 4 weeks, and I'm trying to remember, maybe in September for the Pink Frosting Divas. You guys know I plan a large project, and I make it live over 4 weeks. But as soon as I finish a tutorial, because I know Facebook's going to take them down, I add it over on my YouTube channel. So you can find it there, Brenda, to answer your question. It was a very long-winded explanation. I'm sorry. You guys know. Not a morning person. All right, pilot holes over here. And I'm going to add a little bit of super glue onto the bottom of my snowball. So to make sure that dowel kind of stays in the middle. Okay. Push it down and say it with me, class. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hey, Laura. Alyssa Bailey says, hi back. Hey, Patricia, welcome. All right, so it sounds like, look at how cute, guys. Looking like a snowman. All right, so now we're going to take our 3rd little styrofoam ball that we just covered, and I'm going to snip some of this off because I just eyeballed it and I don't need all of that. I don't want it to come up through the top of his head. So if I left all of that, it would have. We don't want that to happen. So, and this is our fresh one that we just did. So I'm going to be careful when I'm pushing it on. Because the clay is still wet. I'm going to come back in with some more super glue, add it to the dried styrofoam ball, and a little bit on the skewer. Find my pilot hole, find where my front, my best side, my front looks like here, and push it down. Okay, ready, guys? Say it with me again. Hey, Peggy from Virginia, welcome. How you doing, Patricia? All right, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it for 5 seconds, guys. All right, so there's our snowman. three balls, 4-inch, 3-inch, and 3-inch. Traditionally, I probably would use a smaller one for his head, but I didn't have the size that I needed. I couldn't believe it. I raided my stash. I have a whole crate of styrofoam. Hey, Raymond, how are you? How you doing? And I didn't have the size I needed, so I'm using the same size for his head as his body, which will be fine. It will be fine. All right, the very next thing that you want to do, guys, when and that's why I waited until I was live with y'all, is you want to sink those eyes into your clay when it's still wet. So that's why I did this one and this one ahead of time and waited to do this one live with y'all. Because I didn't want my clay to dry. All right, so I'm going to put one eye there and one eye there. They're a little bit larger eyes. They came in my kit. Again, this is a kit from my friend Jill at the Primitive Pumpkin, her private group. So I'm putting it together, but I'm not sharing any of her trade secrets on any of her techniques. Raymond, stop. That's so stinking cute. Did you, the first time I told you all, the first time my husband said that, we were out in the garage, he was helping me with something in the garage. And I think I was on the ladder getting something down. And I said, here, just hold this for me for a second. And he goes, hold it, hold it, hold it. I started hysterical laughing. I'm like, what did you say? What did you say? So now every time he hears me say it, he says it. All right, so I'm gonna sink those eyes down into the clay a little bit, countersink them down, because you guys know as your clay dries, it does two things. It shrinks and it puffs up. Don't ask me how it does that. I don't know. But by countersinking them down and very careful, I'm just doing, these are larger eyes than I normally work with. So I'm trying to be very careful and do it slowly and evenly. So cute. Those are such cute eyes. And again, they came in my kit that I got. And it's going to look a little weird when you first do it because you're, you know, really pushing them down in the clay. But as the clay dries, it shrinks and it's going to all level out. Same like if you have any tiny imperfections, like I see a little one right there, that'll most likely disappear. As the clay dries, it'll most likely disappear. All right, super cute. All right, so the next, what I want to do is I think I want to do his mouth. And I'm going to do his mouth my own way, different from the suggestion in the kit. I pulled some black buttons from my stash. That is a cute little eye shape, isn't it, Raymond? And it's different than I normally use, because you know the one I normally use is like the teardrop one. That's the one I normally use. But like I said, this was a kit that I purchased from the Mama's House private group. And those are the eyes that came in the kit. So I don't know. I pulled 6. I don't know if I'm going to use 5 or 6. So we will just, what I think I want to do to err on the safe side is I'm going to come with a smaller, tiny ball tool and make some tiny little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I'm going to do 5. I make some tiny little indentations to kind of give me my idea where I want the mouth, okay? And then I'll just come in one at a time with my buttons. I forgot what Jill, I think, just did black paint for hers. That's so funny, Raymond. I mean, everyone is saying it. A few weeks ago, my husband shared a video with me that he was watching on the Golf Channel. An instructor was giving a lesson, and he was teaching the lady how to address the ball, set it up, and start your backswing. And when he was telling her to start the backswing, he was up like this, and he's like, then just hold it, hold it, hold it, and then come down. My husband sent it to me. He's like, Deb, everyone's starting to say it. And it was just so random, you guys, just on one of my lives months and months ago, just so I wouldn't have like a dead space on the live when I was gluing and holding. I just said, all right, guys, and then you're going to want to hold it for 5 or 6 seconds. Just hold it, hold it, hold it. And it stuck. So funny. All right, so it sounds like most everyone, with the exception of Maureen, is done with decorating. And, oh, Ellen, that's so cute. Your 5-year-old granddaughter says it when she watches it. Oh, so sweet. I love that so much. I hope I will get the opportunity someday to be able to teach my granddaughters a little bit of this crafting stuff that I love. I hope. Or even my grandson. My new little baby grandson. Because, you know, boys craft too. All right, so I pulled 6 buttons, but we're only going to do 5. Buttons for a snowman's mouth look cute. And I did the same, not as severe as the eyes, but I'm like pushing them a little bit down in. He looks weird without his nose right now. He looks a little scary, so let's give him a nose. He looks a little scary. Forgot what I was just saying. Oh, you know what I was supposed to do before the buttons, guys? And it slipped my mind because I don't like shadowing on wet clay. I was supposed to give him his cheeks before I did the buttons. I always try to wait. Debbie was talking about this too on her live earlier. I always like to wait until the clay dries to do my shadowing, because sometimes when you're shadowing on wet clay, it could be a little blotchy. But the trick, you put up another tree. Is it a new one, Raymond? Or is it one you've previously set up? So the trick is put some shadow on and then blot it off or tap it off or blow it off. So you only have a teeny tiny little bit, and just keep going back over and layering and layering and layering when you have the wet clay. When you have the dry clay, you can do it, and if it's too dark, you could just take your wipe and wipe it off. But sometimes when you're doing it right on the wet clay, it's a little bit more tricky. So that's why I put the buttons on, and then I forgot about his cheeks, but we made it work. We made it work. All right, let's give him a little nose. Raymond, how many trees do you have up in your house? You guys, I have one outside. You guys will see it Friday if you watch my home tour. Right here on my front porch. That's my Candyland one. And then inside I have one in my dining area, our big one in the living room area. I have one outside on my back porch. And then I have one upstairs in my husband's man cave. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thought I had 6. Oh, 6 right here. The one in my craft room. The one I leave out all year. My tiny little white 24-inch one. And I change for the seasons. All right, guys. This is 1 teaspoon and some peach taffy. And we're going to attempt to make a cute little nose for this guy. A new one. Cheaper to buy the tree than buying all the lights. Lights are so dang expensive. I told you guys I added the twinkle candelabra, iridescent candelabra. The bulbs are like that big. They're not as big as the C9, I think, ones. Alyssa, are you going to watch on Friday? Yeah. Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, guys. I wanted to do it in the evening so I could turn all the lights on and it'll be so pretty and twinkly with all the lights on in the evening. All right, so roll the little ball. I'm gonna roll that into a teardrop, flatten it out a little, and then I'm gonna attempt to do the way Jill does her noses. She just twists them. This might be too much. This might be too much. We might have to redo it. But I like a cute little nose on a snowman. Okay. And then I'm going to bring it, the part that I was holding, I'm going to bring it back down on my table. This isn't how Jill does her noses. She puts her noses on sideways. I kind of like mine sticking straight out, so I'm going to attempt to flatten that part out a little bit. And I made it a little wonky, twisted it a little bit. Let's bring our guy back over and see if this is an okay size or if this is ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see. It's a little big, guys. It's a little big. It's a little big. I feel like I want to cut it down just a little. It's a little big. I like a big nose on a snowman, but it's a little big. So we'll do it again. I pulled a little bit off. I'm going to do it again. Roll it into a ball. Okay, cool. Very good, Alyssa. Yeah, everyone's invited to join. Holiday home tour. Try it again. Lighten it out. Hold it and twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Twist it. Okay. I think this is better. I think this is better. I'm going to flatten the base out a little. I guess I get really quiet, guys, when I'm making a snowman nose. I guess I get really quiet. I'm just finger pressing it a little to give it a little wonky shape. Let's bring them back over and see if I like it. Much better. Much better, guys. Much better. All right, so I'm going to take a little super glue. Even though it's wet clay to wet clay, I want to give it its best opportunity to stick and not fall off. Oh, ma'am, give me a second and I'll stand up so you can see it. One of my friends made it for me. All right, guys, say it with me. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold that nose on there. I love it that it's like 3D looking. So cute. Cute, right? One of my friends made it for me a few years back. The little gnome with a wagon and a tree, and I love it that it's black and white, so I wore my black and white antlers today. Good amount of snow. Yes, yes. And ma'am, you and I have to continue discussing the situation we were talking about the other day, because I am excited to get that going. I have a little bit of an air bubble up top here, so I'm going to put my pokey tool in to release the air, and I'm not even going to worry about smoothing the piercing hole out too bad, because his hat is going to cover it. Okay, he's looking cute. All right, so Michelle, well, Michelle's on here. I mentioned in her live this morning, I have, oh, it's still snowing where you are, Holly? Ugh. I have a whole bunch of the antlers from Michelle in all different sizes, and you guys have seen that I have been using them, besides as antlers for reindeer, I've been using them as arms for my snowmen. This is available, guys. I'll be sharing it on my live at 2. Thank you, Leanne. And this is another one from Mama's House, December. Mama's House private group. So these were the larger ones. These are 3-inch antlers. They were white. Hey, Christy, how are you? I painted them black, and look at how cute, guys. We're going to use them as the arms for our snowman. Well, Michelle is still here. All right, so I'm going to eyeball them first. I want to put one right there, and I want to put the other one right here. And then because this is already dry, what kind of tools I have to pierce that. I'm using one of my smaller ball tools to make a nice, good hole in the dried clay, pushing it in. Do you hear it breaking the... So I pushed it in, and it broke. I wanted to make a hole so I can stick these in with super glue. And I do want to use 2 glues. So I'm going to put some super glue on that little indentation hole I just made, and a little drop of hot glue just for quick stick. And we're gonna push it in until you can't push it any further. And we're gonna hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Drive through getting lunch. Yes. Totally. Totally. All right. Look how cute, you guys. Oh my gosh, another use for if you have a huge stash of the antlers, another use for them. So I'll be doing this with Michelle's antlers all January, because in January I just make snowmen. Right now I want to do the same thing over on this side and push it in until I can't push it anymore, and I'm applying really good pressure. Yeah, same, Raymond. I want some too. What do you got good, Michelle? What did you get through the drive-through? So cute. Oh my gosh. What a cutie. Why wouldn't you use antlers for snowman arms? Michelle and I have been talking about this too. Fantastic of an idea, right? I mean, you got to think outside the box, guys. You got to think outside the box. How am I doing on time? 15 minutes. All right, I grabbed some more buttons. Snowflakes came in the kit. I didn't necessarily, well, okay. Snowflakes came in the kit, glittered snowflakes. But for me, I didn't really want to do the white snowflake on the white snowman. So in my mind, what I was gonna do is I pulled these larger buttons, antlers for arms, right, Alyssa? I mean, why not? I pulled these aqua buttons out of my stash. I only have 2 of the snowflakes. What I kind of was thinking is to layer the snowflakes on top of these little buttons like that, but I only have 2 of them, and I kind of wanted to put 3 buttons. But I guess I could just put 2. Let's try to just put 2, because I really like the idea of layering these snowflakes on top of these buttons. So I'm going to, again, use 2 glues, some super glue for long-term stick, and a few little bitty drops of hot glue for quick hold. And then come in, and we want 1 button right there. He's looking so adorable, you guys. Looking so cute. So I am going to, I've been practicing. Is Jill still on here? I took a piece of old foam clay and rolled it out. And as you can see, Jill says the trick, because I've tried the eyeliner like Shelby shows us. You guys, I've tried it for months and months and months and months and months. And with the brush in the eyeliner, I just can't get my control down. So Jill said to get a good artist brush, pay a little extra, get a good, she uses a different number than this. This is a 9, and this is what I practice with. Rolled some clay out so I could get the feel of doing it on the clay. And look, guys, my eyelashes were all coming out. Good, not blotchy and nice and fanned out. I think the trick is the brush. So I'm gonna give this guy eyelashes, but y'all, there's no way I'm doing it on camera. I'm gonna wait until this top dries some. So I'll come back later today or tomorrow. 2nd button, guys. And I'm sorry, I just cannot do it on camera yet. Let me keep practicing and perfecting. And hopefully it'll work out. And when he's done, I'll take a picture and show you how he came out. All right, his 2 little buttons. Holding it, holding it, holding it. And I picked aqua buttons, because you guys know I love me my pink and aqua. And I picked really big buttons. And then I thought I would take the snowflake cabochons from the kit, because my buttons were so big. Oh, that's cute, you guys. That's cute. I like it. We're doing it. All right, again, 2 glues, a little, because we're gluing plastic to plastic now. So I definitely want some hot glue for quick stick, because sometimes super glue on plastic is going to take longer. And I'm holding it, holding it, holding. It is looking cute, isn't it, Michelle? You're going to have a run now on antlers, because people are going to want to use them for their snowmen. Look at how cute that looks layered. You guys, I love it. Ooh. He almost went for, he almost went down, you guys. He almost went bye-bye. My hand hit him and he almost flew across my craft table. All right, 2 glues again on the 2nd little snowflake, and I just want to make sure I line them up the same, because you guys know that's how I am. Right? Michelle, layer them. Michelle, we have to talk. Your piney tree, you know, she mentioned, she didn't throw out my name. She's like, I've been contacted by a few people. So, Maricela and I are partnering for Pink Frosting Divas in January, and we're gonna do Glitterville. So I want to make a piney tree like you did. So I need some advice. I will reach out. The other button stuck lickety split. And this one, oh, I probably shouldn't be laying this down because the top is still wet and I don't want to flatten the back of his head. Look at, why is that not sticking? Oh, that was the top one. That was the top one, guys. You got to put a lot of glue, I guess, because it's plastic to plastic. And I want to embed it down in there. There we go. There we go. Sticking. So don't be stingy with your glue. All right, 10 minutes. We're going to finish him. So the very last thing, oh, he's so cute. The very last thing, here's the hat that came, the material to make the hat came in the kit. I made it off camera, so I wouldn't be sharing any of Jill's technique. And I have some tinsel ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna wrap it around my hat a couple of times just because it's cute and snowy looking to me. Wrap it around, and it's wired, guys, so it's behaving very nice for me because it's wired. So I'm gonna wrap it around, give it a little knot over on the side. And I'm gonna tie it again and cut the ends off. Little hat. Cute. All right, my seam in the back. So then I also have another one of Michelle's. I'm sure, Michelle, but I want to make one because I love it. All right, so I want to glue this little 3D printed snowflake from Michelle. Michelle is my dealer, guys. I have her on speed dial. Whether she likes me or not. She's the primitive daughter Greencastle Michelle, and her private group is Mama's House. And she accepts new members periodically. She was on here, but I don't think she's on anymore. So you can reach out to her if you're considering joining to see when her next opening might be. Look how cute that is with the snowflake on the hat. And then I made, to keep with my winter colors, little blue holly leaves with white berries using the mold most of us all have. And I'm gonna add that, layer it on top of the snowflake, because you guys know I just love layers. 2 glues. Layer it down on the bottom and hold it, hold it, hold it. And then we're gonna add the hat to our little guy. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. So I'm gonna put some tacky glue there because it is a felt hat. And then I am going to put also some hot glue around because it'll take a while for the tacky glue to stick. Put his little hat. I'm gonna hold it, hold it, hold it. Give that hot glue a chance to grab. And then the very last thing, you guys, This came in the kit, a little piece of flannel. And I'm gonna kind of fold it in on itself. Start in the front, right under his little chin. Wrap it to the back. Bring it back around to the front again. I want it really thick and fluffy, so I'm going to wrap it to the back again and bring it around to the front again. Over to the side, tie it in a little knot. How am I on my time? 5 minutes. Wow, I actually finished him. The only thing I still have left to do are his eyelashes, guys. And at this point, I'm not even sure if that's going to happen. He's so cute, and I don't want to ruin him, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see. He came out adorable. All right. Super cute. Voila, guys. Voila. There he is. There he is. What shall we name him? So, like I said, it was a kit from one of the private groups I'm in, Mama's House, but I made it my own. I changed it up, and thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Trina. Trina! Oh my gosh. Trina was my partner in Mama's group. We did an ornament exchange. Look at this that she made for me for my Candyland. I'm going to put it on my Candyland tree. Trina, I loved everything. She gave me another like fancy ornament and some Lincoln. That's cute. Thank you, Cynthia. Hey, Stephanie. And then she gave me, she knows I'm a pink girl. Right, Eden, normally Christine is on right after me, but Eden is in Christine's spot right after me at 12 o'clock Eastern. Thank you, Christine. Mr. Winters, that's cute. His name from the kit is Mr. Wintersley, actually, from the kit, Mr. Wintersley. So, he came out super cute. My little spin, I changed him up. I did his hat different with my embellishments. I did his mouth different. I did his arms different. I did his buttons different. I love it, Trina. Stop. I love it so much. I'm going to put it on my Candyland tree on the front porch. Super cute. Frosty. Cute. Cute. And then she sent me a whole bunch of pink yumminess that I'm not sure where she got them all, but I can't wait to use them all. A pink gumdrop, a pink nutcracker. Oh, love. 2 pink snowflakes. Oh my gosh. And the cutest little pink teapot in the world, you guys. So cute. In all January, I told you I'll be doing snowmen. All January, snowy, snowmen and snowy and winter. Flaky. I like that. So I look forward to using them. But I'm going to practice and maybe add eyelashes. But I'm going to wait until he dries because I don't want to mess him up. And you know the trick when you're doing the eyelashes. Grab you a Clorox wipe. And if you make a mistake or need to take them off, you can use a Clorox wipe to take them off. He's so cute, though. I love him. Trina, you print, you do 3D printing too? How did I not know that? Girl? Yum. I did not know that. I'm going to have to look up your page. I'm practicing. Being in Jill's group has given me more confidence because she shows it and shows it. and shows it really up close and explains it and shows it. So this was my practice on a piece of foam clay. And I've done a lot of practicing. And the trick really is you have to really get you a good brush. Because when I was trying with some of my scrubbly brushes that I thought was good, it was a mess. So you have to get a really good fine tip painter's brush. Okay, Mr. Wintersley. I hope I did him proud. He's super cute. I can't wait to add him to my January decor. And then up next, guys, we're going to hop over to Eden's page, Cultivating Keepsakes, and see what she has in store for us for our snowy day winter theme. How cute are those antler arms, guys? So cute, right? All right, guys, love you all. I'll be live again at 2 p.m. Eastern today for a live sale. Some of my handmade things will be up for grabs, last minute gift ideas or home decor, and maybe some supplies. All right. Hopefully I'll see you then, and everyone else, have a good rest of your day. Love you all. Bye, guys.